Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, I'm sitting here in my living room, relaxing a little bit um, after dinner. Good day, good night. Um, Getting in some really good steps this week, killing it. So this is the last week of the challenge with the lose weight with Sarah. So I'm trying to keep the trend going. I've been down a little bit every week, not as much as I'd like to, but down a little bit. So, hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're into weight loss, you're into health, you want to get in better shape, you want to lose some weight. I can tell you how I did it, and I can show you some pointers and some tips, and I can help you through some of it based off of what my history has been. So please consider subscribing, hitting that little thumbs up for everybody, and then hit that little bell icon next to it. That would be really, really greatly appreciated. Again, this channel is all about the community and sharing and helping each other to our ultimate journey, which is better health and in better shape. Reduction of medication and everything else. So again, if you're into it and you want to see how I did it, join and so that you don't miss out on other videos. So I thought I'd do something a little different today. I'm just sitting down. I'm going to do a little talking. I actually had meant to do this video quite a while ago, and just other things have been going on. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So I just haven't had time, right? So it just didn't fit into my schedule. So now it's fitting into my schedule. I think it's a perfect thing to do right now. I had gone back and I had actually seen Goody Beats. I don't know if anybody has seen Goody Beats. You know who he is. He's a keto / bodybuilder guy that does a YouTube channel. He also is on Instagram. I follow him. He's really, really funny. He does a great job. So I'll put a link down to his page down there if you want to check him out. But he had asked some questions a while ago and not really prepared any answers. Anything else, and I thought, wow, that was a really great format to do that. So, so I thought I would do that. So I threw some questions out there on my Facebook page. I threw some questions out on my Instagram as well. So if you're on those, check them out. So, so I asked some questions, and these were that. So, hey, I do want to remind you that I do have some Amazon affiliate links down below. So most of the stuff you see in my videos are down in that links below for anything from some of the foods and the cookies that I eat to some of the stuff I bake with, to the equipment that I use in my kitchen, all kinds of stuff that I use on my day-to-day keto lifestyle. So go down there and check them out. I mean, everything from, I use a Ninja Foodi grill, 6-in-1, and you use that thing every weekend to grill on, to air fry with, to do all kinds of roast with, to all kinds of stuff with it. So, go down there and check those links out. Really, really appreciate it. It helps me out, helps my channel out a little bit. I'd like to get a new camera sometime, maybe it's Black Friday or something, but who knows? So, but I really love to have you check them out. So I did ask those questions. So I asked those questions. I got a number of responses. Recorded some of them. I wasn't going to do all of them because I didn't want to be on here for a real, real long time. But I thought I'd answer a few of them this time. Hey, if you, and in the comments below, if I asked the question, if your topic's not covered in this, ask the question to me and I'll do another video on it if I get a good response out of it. So the question I asked was, why keto is so hard for people? So that's what I questioned. So why is keto so hard for people? So that was the question I had. So the first one was shopping and making meals for kids that kids will eat. So that was the first one. So how do you compensate if you have a family, and what do you do, and how do you survive? Now my kids are grown. They're older, they're grown, they're out of the house, they're on their own, right? So we don't really have to deal with this issue. But what I would ask is trying to make sure that you find things that the kids would like, right? So I will tell you, I know I heard it sometime in the last week or so. Somebody was talking about childhood obesity and what an epidemic it is right now, and how childhood diabetes has increased by almost 200%. It's like 180% or something like that. Childhood diabetes has. So I'm not necessarily saying put your kid on diabetes, but if you didn't have some of the sugars and some of that stuff to them, some of the sweets, it may be a good thing for your kids. So think about trying to give them good, wholesome foods. You can buy like hot dogs that are really good that don't have all of the byproducts in it and don't have all the sugar in them, and so they're better for the kids. So really, read the ingredients and look at them. So also, I know my wife and I are talking about this weekend. We're gonna make some. So another good reason to subscribe. So this weekend we're gonna make some McDonald's chicken nuggets, and then we're gonna make some tater tots to go along with the nuggets. So if you would like to see how to make some keto chicken nuggets or some keto tater tots, we're gonna make a film on it this weekend. We think we're gonna do it Saturday. So I think it'd be a good thing. So that's something that I think the kids would eat. I know that I make chocolate chip cookies. I make macadamia nut cookies. Those are things that I know the kids will eat because I've given them out before and the kids love them. As well as just eating some of the breads. If you can make some of the keto breads, substitute them, those type of things. The protein sparing modifier in bread with some stuff in it. You can make some hamburger buns with them. You can make hot dog buns with them. Those are really good things to make and have and let the kids eat them so they can have them with the hot dogs. Now I eat Tetons grass-fed sausages, and I know I eat the Applegate hot dogs, the uncured hot dogs, and I'm sure those are things that the kids will eat. Again, they'll eat burgers. Try to think of the foods that they're eating today. Try to figure out the best substitutes and replacements for it, because there isn't much out there today that I can't find a substitute. And I know for me, when I was growing up, one of the big things that we used to love to eat was what we call it English muffin pizzas, right? So if you go back in, and I'll put the link up here, I guess it is, right? I'll put the link up here, but there's actually a chaffle pizza. I made it 2 or 3 different ways now. Chaffle pizza that is very, very much like the English muffin pizza, and I can't think of a kid that wouldn't like that, right? Again, the fathead dough pizza, same thing. I know even like you can go, we have a Blaze pizza place here, and they actually have a keto pizza there. So you could order a keto pizza, and I'll bet you the kids would eat it. So there's a lot of food I think that you gotta, they would eat. So instead of giving them some Oreo cookies, find some substitute, something like the high key cookies that are chocolate chip cookies. The kids would eat those. I know they're really, really good. So I know other people that are not keto that really, really like them. So they're using a natural sweetener in it instead of sugar, so the kids don't get all that sugar high and sugar rush from it. So so I would really try to keep it clean and wholesome as well. All right, so as much as you can. I know kids are not a big fan of vegetables and stuff of that nature, and that's where like these tater tots, if you watch the video that we make of the tater tots, you'll see that we actually make them out of some vegetables. So, and they're really, really good. So, just got to learn the tricks in the seasoning and stuff like that. And I think if you do that, I think you can find things that your kids would like and they will eat. And in some cases you won't, and you're going to have just to kind of cook something for you and something else for the kids. So that was the first question. Again, I'm answering these off the top of my head. I don't really have anything else planned out, so we'll see how it goes. The next one actually came from my cousin up in Maine, and she asked getting started with the right products without breaking the bank. So it's a it's a really good one. I just got a cookbook from Wes Shoemaker. He has a YouTube channel as well, but he has his keto cookbook is a budget keto cookbook, and I really haven't done much with it yet. I just got it the other day. He just came out. I am going to do a review of it, but it talks about you can make a keto budget for $8 a day on the way he tells you how to cook. So really good idea to do that. So I would just start thinking about buying what you can afford to. So buy meats that you can afford. So don't worry about buying grass-fed beef. Just buy regular beef. Buy the regular chicken. Buy regular eggs if you have to. Don't worry about, especially when you're first starting out, don't worry about buying the expensive organic brands or the pasture raised that you're going to pay $7.99 for a dozen of eggs when you can get a regular eggs for $2.99. Now here in California, they've passed a law, so all of the eggs here are free range anyway. So they're all organic anyway, but they don't advertise it that way. So they're not caged. They can't be caged, and they are not necessarily grain fed. So they're very wholesome eggs here anyway. So they're much better than other places. So things of that nature. Think of when you're buying chicken when you go in, and what we do is we buy them in bulk anyway, and we look for this big sale. So we see chicken breast go on sale, and it's buy one get one free, and it's just regular chicken. We'll buy 2 packages of that, and we'll divide it into 3 or 4 meals. There's just the 2 of us here, so it's easy to do that. Same thing with a hamburger. Same thing with, we buy shrimp. We'll go and wait and see it's go on sale, and then we'll go out and buy the shrimp. So really look at the sales. Stay away from, especially when you're starting out, the best thing you can do is avoid all of the sweets that are out there today. Like I say, all the cookies that are sold out there, all of the cereals that are out there, all of the breads that they sell out there. Stay away from all that stuff when you're first starting out. At least the first, I would say 6 to 12 weeks. Just because if you're eating stuff that has sugary stuff in it, it's gonna cause you to crave other things, right? So they also charge an arm and a leg for a lot of those sweeteners. Now, they do charge more for them, but think of it this way too as well. So they cost a lot more. So you compare regular flour to almond flour. Almond flour is 3 times or 4 times the price of wheat flour. Wheat flour is more readily available. It's easier to grow, easier to harvest. Whereas almonds coming from almond trees is limited and harder to raise, harder to get. So it's more expensive to harvest. So therefore it's more expensive to get. So, so you got to kind of look at it that way too as well. And I will tell you that after a while you become saturated, you become satisfied when you eat. So you don't hunger and eat snacks and stuff afterwards too. So, but really when you're first starting out, just stay with the basics: meats, vegetables, berries, that kind of stuff, cheeses. Don't be going out and buying a lot of keto sweets, keto ice creams, keto anything. Just stay with the basics, right? So, I buy frozen broccoli, and I usually buy that when it's on sale. You go to Costco, you can get your meats on sale. We'll go out and buy hamburger there and divide it into 10 packages. So really think about budgeting it how you would on a normal. Just don't buy any of the sweets, right? So, just kind of cut them out, and especially when you're first doing it, it will make your journey to losing weight much more easier and much more enjoyable, and you won't spend half the money that you will if you're buying all of the stuff. Don't worry about the keto chows and the high keys and I'm trying to think of the Quest chips and all that stuff. Wait until you get into it a little bit and make sure it's what you want to do and it's a lifestyle you can sustain. I do total carbs, and the reason I went to total carbs was because it cuts a lot of that stuff out anyway. So I'm eating a lot more meats and vegetables, and I eat meats and I eat vegetables every day. I eat vegetables probably twice a day. So when someone says, "Oh, you're doing keto, you're not eating any fruits or vegetables," well, I eat fruits every day too. So I generally have strawberries or raspberries or blueberries or blackberries or something. And then I usually have some kind of broccoli or cauliflower or green beans or something along with my meal. I have it every day. So if you plan it out right, you can enjoy yourself and you can eat pretty normal or pretty close to normal. So it's pretty good. So that was the second question, and I'm going to do one more question. So hopefully, Brenda, that answers some questions for you. If you have any questions for me, I do have a link to my email down below as well. So if you go down, there's a link for my Facebook page, my Instagram, and below that is at the very bottom of in the description is an email, and you can email there for personal questions or advice anytime. I'd love to give you advice or help you. So, but this actually leads right into another one. The next question and the last one I'll do today, just for time's sake. So, how do you overcome cravings? Again, cravings are something when you're first starting out. I would say the best thing you can do is not eat anything that's sweet. Don't put sweetener in your sugar. In your coffee. Don't put sweetener in anything that you're eating. For the first 2 to 6 weeks, try to stay away from all those sweeteners, because those sweeteners trick your mind into thinking that you're eating sugar. And when it thinks you're eating sugar, it makes you have cravings at other times when it doesn't have it. So it's tough the first week or so, but after that you kind of get used to it. Your body stops craving it, won't want it anymore, won't need it anymore. But stay away from the sugar alcohols. If your body, you start eating those sugar alcohols, your body's going to think that you're eating sugar, and it's still going to want those same cravings. So it's a psychological thing in your head, as well as a trigger in your body. Now you're not getting those insulin spikes from the sweeteners, but it really does. It really triggers your taste buds and your brain to say, "Oh, sweetness! I love sweetness," and it's going to want sweet things. So the best thing in the world you could do is just cut them out. Try to stay with the good, wholesome foods. Stay with the meats and the vegetables, and the eggs and the cheeses, and anything that doesn't have sweetener in it, at least for the first 2 to 6 weeks, to try to get over that phase where you get over that craving for the sweetener. So, some people can't have them at all. So I will tell you that even like monk fruit and stevia, they have carbs in them, but everybody discounts them because they say they pass right through you. But they do pass right through you. But mentally and in your taste buds, they taste like regular sugar. So your body's still craving that sugar. So when you're first starting out on keto, it's really, really best not to try to eat those. Hey, tell me in the comments below what you think, what's your opinion, and how do you do it? I'd kind of be interested. So I'm only giving you my opinion of myself and how I handle things and how I think of things to do. So really just kind of give me your opinion. I'd really, really like that down below. Also, like I said, if you have other questions that you think would be good to talk on a topic like this, let me know. Maybe we'll do it somewhere else. Or I won't do it in my living room. I really wanted to get outside and do this somewhere outside. But hopefully this was good. Hopefully it helped you. Hopefully it was good information. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. That's what helps me with YouTube and the algorithm, is giving me that thumbs up. It tells YouTube that, hey, this is a pretty good video. People might enjoy watching it. So, and the other thing I would just say is, if you want to see those tater tots and those McDonald's nuggets that I'm going to make, subscribe down below and hit that little bell icon. We have some other really, really good stuff coming up. It's just a matter of finding time to put it all in there with work and everything that's going on in life, right? So, hey, remember, you guys are awesome. You guys are fantastic. You're great. You're doing a great job. Don't let anybody put you down. Don't get discouraged. Just keep forging forward. Think about tomorrow. Don't worry about yesterday. All right? Be successful. Be hungry. Be kind. Be friendly. Smile. Let's make everybody's lives more enjoyable. Let's help each other and make this place a better world.